Hey guys, it's Stephen Freeborn here, and today I want to talk to you guys about a topic that I feel really strongly about. There has recently been a pretty significantly large rise in the number of people engaging in what I would call high intensity training. And I don't mean high intensity training in the classic Mike Mincer, Nautilus, Arthur Jones, bodybuilding style training. I mean high intensity as in people who are doing workouts that are extremely intense. They're putting forth a lot of effort. I think that the trend is largely led by the explosion in popularity and growth of CrossFit over the last half decade, which, granted, I'll readily admit I'm not the biggest fan of CrossFit, one as a brand and two as a methodology, although I do think it's done some really good things for the kind of entire fitness community. Things like one, get people actually engaged in fitness, get people engaged in fitness that requires effort, get people off of machines and moving weight and moving their bodies in space. It's done great things for people's adherence, the culture, the community, keeps people coming back and keeps people putting forth effort consistently enough to drive results. That being said, there's lots of knocks on it for me as a coach from a tactical, strategic standpoint, but that's really for another time or another video or another conversation. The problem, though, I do see with this trend of people, going hard, as maybe they would say, or engaging in regularly, really high intensity workouts, is I think some people are doing themselves more harm than good. I think it's important to understand that every individual is a little bit different. And when I work with a client, one of the key things that I need to establish with them is, what is this person's ability to recover from training, from a training load, from a stress? Because ultimately that's what we're doing, is we're applying some kind of physical stimulus or stressor to the body to drive it to adapt in a certain way. If we want people to get stronger, then we apply heavier and heavier loads to their bodies in the effort to force their body to respond with a kind of a super adaptation, so they actually gain more strength in preparation of being loaded again with that same weight. And that kind of is the general principle of training. It's a stimulus applied to drive an adaptation. However, the key to get the adaptation is you need recovery. You have to have the ability to actually rest and give your body the nutrients and the time it needs to super compensate, to let that adaptation take hold. And everyone's ability to recover is going to be a little bit different, and everybody's ability to recover is going to change as they get in better or worse shape. The assumption that I think a lot of times people make is that they have infinite recovery capability, meaning they can go to CrossFit 6 or 7 days a week and get results. The problem is that while they may go 6 or 7 days a week and feel like they're being really productive and they're getting a lot done and they're really driving change, the truth is probably 80% of that effort isn't required, because 80% of the effort is being wasted. They can't recover from the amount of workload they're putting on themselves, and they may even be hindering their recovery. So I guess the point of this video, the point of this audio is to say, think about it. Track, monitor your recovery, monitor signs of recovery like sleep, like fatigue, like performance in the gym. Make sure you're paying attention and you're kind of watching these somewhat subjective metrics of, okay, am I maybe working out too much? Am I working out too little? Do I need to train more to get that adaptation I want? Do I need to train less? I mean, obviously it's always best to work with a coach, but as an individual, you know your body, you know how you feel, you can fine tune things to your needs. I'm a big fan of starting with low volume and low intensity and slowly ramping that up, and then paying attention. Okay, if my sleep gets worse, or if I lose my appetite, or my motivation to train falls off, as I hit higher workloads and higher intensities, I know, okay, that may be where my limit is. That may be where my recovery ability is at this point. And then, you can always step that workload intensity back, adapt, and then push it again and see what happens. Again, I'm making this because I think everyone deserves a fair warning. Just because you feel like you're having a great workout, just because you feel like you're putting forth a lot of effort, doesn't really mean that you're going to get direct ROI or direct results from it. You have to balance it. It's a constant experiment. You're tweaking, you're fine tuning. So just throwing more and more effort at the problem isn't always the solution. Sometimes it's better to train smart rather than train hard and longer. It's kind of a balancing act. So I hope this helps. I hope it makes you think about it. I hope it helps you kind of bring some awareness to it and keep it top of mind. Maybe you only need 5 days of CrossFit class, or maybe you only need to lift heavy 3 days a week, or maybe you need to take 3 days of a lot of volume and then 1 week to deload. Because honestly, the key ingredient to getting the results you want is recovery. You have to be able to recover. Remember that. Anyways, I hope this helped. I hope it brought some awareness to this issue. If you guys like the video, please like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, share it with people who might find it helpful. And as always, please, any support you can give me on social media, just find me, Steven Freeborn, on any of the platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Go there, show me some love, follow, like, subscribe. And if you need to get in touch with me directly, please feel free to send me an email, steven@freeborntrainingsystems.com. I hope you guys are having a great day, and until the next video, talk to you guys later. Bye.